Hello YouTube, this is Tone Deaf here. I just wanted to talk a little bit about some of the details on the Fukyo katana by Romance of Men. This piece was sent to me as a review sample. I have been using it off and on for the last couple months. I've done a couple videos with it and it is an absolutely astounding cutter. It is very, very sharp. It has what you can see here as a very, very, very sharp edge, and you can see where I believe they probably put like a leather strop or something on it because it's hair cutting sharp. It's very, very, very sharp, able to shave pretty much anything. Came with a very nice Japanese silk Ito wrap over a decent looking ray skin. It's harder to see here, but not super small, like sandpaper, but not big or anything. But for $200, this is absolutely excellent. I absolutely love the bamboo fittings, as you can see. Lots of bamboo in my little backyard, and I think it goes really well with it. The green is just such a nice color. It's a very soft, kind of unique color of green, almost sort of an olive kind of color, but it matches the bamboo perfectly. It looks great. They have a Buddhist symbol here on the habaki as well as the suba. The website says that it is a wild man's katana essentially, and that the fukyo is designed from the monks here, which I think is really cool. The monk robes, the orange is supposed to accent that. One thing I like about Romance of Men is that they make themes for their katana. I wish more companies would do this. I think Dragon King and Hanwei do this really well. It just gives it a little bit more character. It makes you feel like buying a pre-made one is worth it. They did excellent on the design here. The double bohi is really cool. It just adds a lot of character. Not a ton of companies do the double bohi, and so it's cool to see it done very well here. One thing I would like with this sword is potentially to make a differentially hearted version. The 9260 spring steel that it comes with is nice. It's nice to know that it's not going to break on you, but for me, if the appeal of the sword is that it's got a very fine edge, I don't feel like this would be used as a beater sword. I've used it as an accurate sword. I've used it to try to do very difficult cuts, like performing, you know, freestanding empty bottle cuts, freestanding pool noodle cuts. So to me, it's designed to cut with like you would any traditional katana. And so for me, the spring steel doesn't make a lot of sense, but it could also be a smith thing. It could be easier for them to sharpen it. I'm not quite sure. But I just think the sword would look even better with a nice polished hamon on it. But for $200, if I were to be someone starting out, this is a fantastic starter sword. The handle is a nice simple shape. It's nothing too big or massive if you're not used to that kind of handle, and it's also not too small. So it kind of meets the requirement of both sizes. So like if you're someone who's got larger hands, you could easily use this, but if you're also someone who is a little bit smaller and has smaller hands, it's definitely something that's manageable. It's nothing absolutely ridiculous. So they did a good job with the shape on this. It's a simple straight shape, nothing too fancy, but again, at $200, it's very, very well done. The cutting power behind this sword is great. The balance is nice. It's quite nimble. It's easy to manage. Beginner sword for sure. I would say it doesn't. The nice thing is it doesn't need extra attention. You don't need to hone this edge when you get it. Right out of the box, you can cut pretty much anything with this. If you wanted to start by cutting tatami, you could cut with it. And the nice part about the spring steel is that if you botch a cut, it's not going to die on you. And the edge has stayed as sharp as I got it out of the box. So yeah, overall, this is a 9 out of 10 for me. I would say that if you are new to this and don't know what to buy this one. Start with this and work your way from there, because this gives you just a very well-rounded feeling of owning a katana. You don't have the frustration of a loose Ito. This Ito is rock solid, airtight, how it should be. When you pick up a sword, it shouldn't move around or break on you, and Romance of Men has done a good job making that a reality. So if you were in the market for a starter sword, I would say you can't get much better than this for $200. It's an absolutely fantastic deal. Romance of Men did a very good job with this sword. I have done test cutting with this. I haven't done anything with hard targets. I've just tried to do quick succession cuts with it, and it performs beautifully. Pops right through anything I throw at it. I really enjoy cutting small targets with it because it's so precise and it's very lightweight. It's very easy to do. Pool noodles, bottles, hard plastic, it goes right through it really quickly with this very, very keen edge. So yes, overall, 9 out of 10 stars for me. The only thing I would like to see, and this is just preference, is a differentially hardened version. It'd be cool to see one for around $250, so you could get the more kind of elaborate design on the blade and have like an actual hamon. That would be a cool addition because I think this blade is exceptional. Another thing to note is that the saya has a taper to it. It's harder to see on camera, but it's not just a perfect kind of bulbous oval. It has a little bit more dimension to it, and it's just a nice addition at $200 to have something that's, you know, shaped and pushed around accordingly. So it makes it very easy. Perfect fit in the saya as well. No rattling. It's very easy to draw, and I enjoy it. So yes, very, very good katana. Shout out to Romance of Men for sending this my way.